The Patty Cup playoffs begin right now. It's Buffalo taking on Minnesota in the first game of week number 5 of
another Hall of Famer on the other bench in Larry Murphy. First semifinal of the Patrick Cup playoffs underway in week number 5 here at Fort Lauderdale. It's 3 Ice Buffalo in the blue and gold, 3 Ice Minnesota in the white and green. Nolan Walker working along with Hank Crone. Maybe the first scoring chance? No, it's poke check by Cody Sylvester. The race is on. He gets there first. They've got a breaker, and it's Eddie Matsushima trying the drag move, and he couldn't get it toward the slot. Back the other way comes Nolan Walker to Matt Register. Register with the pass. Crone is there off the outside of the post to lead 3 Ice Buffalo this season. He accepts it. He skates in over the line. Sal Haney looking. He fires. Parker Gahagen makes the stop. Clutches it. Drops it off.
A little underrated. Parker Gahagen, 4 years at Army. You know, he's tough.
32-year-old from Buffalo, New York. In goal for 3 Ice Minnesota. Now it's Marcock. Made a nice cutback. He's got a chance. And backhand, and he scores! Outstanding play from Mark Ock. 1-0 3 Ice Minnesota.
Wow, he's got great hands. We've seen it in the shootouts, but right there he spun away. He was able to lose his tail there.
Out the center ice now for Jack Dugan. Dugan cutting on in, tried to pass across. 3 Ice Buffalo getting back to break it up. It's Gibbons going cross ice for Sylvester. Cody Sylvester driving in, his pass in the middle. Salhaney is there! Score!
Oh, it's in.
Matt Salhaney ties the game for 3 Ice Buffalo.
Wow, what a close play at the blue line there. The official right on it, Terreri. He said it was good. And Salhaney opens up the wickets there, takes that feed from Sylvester and throws it underneath Gahagen.
Salhaney, he looks, tries to pass, and it's blocked by Register. Register comes up with it now. 3-time ECHL champion, Matt Register. Dugan, nice feed. Johnson into the backhand, no!
What a pass! What a pass!
Nothing happens there along the boards for them. Walker, the fighting and the stuff attempt. Nice work. He was persistent. He got it to the front. Register. He's tripped up, and that'll be our first penalty. And in 3 Ice, that means a penalty shot. A big moment here. Matt Register looking for a go-ahead goal against Keith Kincaid. Here he is. Denied by Kincaid.
And then Kincaid gets the puck up quick, helping out his club.
And as always, play just jumps right back to the action. It's Gibbons. Gibbons along with Skelly and Palushai. Aaron Palushai for 3 Ice Buffalo. 68 career NHL games. Skelly trying to track it down. And now it's Brian Gibbons. Launch right to the front. There's the puck was loose, and it's cleaned up right in the crease. Off the boards by Sylvester. Blocked away. Johnson, another chance maybe. Saucer pass, and that's passed off. Here goes Matt Salhaney. He's gone. It's a 2-on-0. Salhaney! Stop made by Gahagen. Time ticking down in the first half. Matsushima, he gets bogged down, and the horn sounds. 1-1. Solved Keith Kincaid, who made 7 saves in the first half. Remember last week, he made 30 saves on the night, 20 in one game. Gahagen tested here, diving play by Walker, got a piece. Here's Minnesota making the change. Jack Dugan, he's fresh, he takes the puck on that pass. Dugan turns away from Salhaney. Dugan, the Pittsburgh native, wheels out to the top. Dugan cutting to the backhand, wants the forehand. Does he get a shot up? No, follow-up score. Dugan. And the beautiful setup, Isaac Johnson buries it 2-1, 3 Ice Minnesota.
That's the second spectacular play Dugan has made in this hockey game, drawing everybody towards him. There's a Gahagen save at one end, and then of course at the other end, watch Dugan as he maneuvers through the defense. Everybody stick checking, and then look at the lift. Kelly did get a stick on the initial one, did redirect it.
A steal, Gibbons in on goal, and he stopped through a penalty, still has it. Gibbons waiting, holding, shooting, it's kicked out by Gahagen. And it will be a penalty shot.
And Gibbons taking the shot.
Jailbreak format, Brian Gibbons trying to tie up the game. In on goal, waiting, they go for the pass.
Oh, save!
Oh my goodness! What did we just see from Parker Gahagen?
You're kidding me. He threw his glove out there. And there it was, Matsushima, and the goal the other way, and this game has been turned upside down.
Hank Crone has scored. It's 3-1, 3-ice Minnesota. Give an assist to Parker Gahagen for maybe the greatest save we have ever seen in this league.
It should be 2-2. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's something. We've seen some good saves this year, but nothing like that. At the level we're playing at right now in Gahagen, most goaltenders would have had no opportunity at all. He didn't give up. He didn't quit.
Chipped right in front. It's loose. Gahagen's got another one. Which is an eternity in this league. Matsushima gonna go off the boards on the bank pass to Salhaney. Salhaney tees it up. Return feed. He's got it now. Sylvester open. He shoots and scores. Oh, beauty from Salhaney. It's second of the game, and it's 3-2.
Oh, here we go. Turgeon's up on the bench right now. He'll wait a little bit longer. His time is ticking down. 2:06 left here.
You gotta love the drama, the thrills. And got
Look
that
out.
goal was
Here we
stopped.
go.
Now off to the races is Matsushima. Joined by Salhaney. Minute to go on the 2-on-1. Matsushima diving play by Register to block the pass.
Well, he's a big body. He went horizontal and he did the job. The goalie's out.
Net is empty. Gibbons walking out. Does he get a scoring
Penalty.
chance? It got tied up. Puck is
Oh,
loose.
save it.
Gahagen got another one. He steals one from Matt Salhaney.
He stole it again with the glove on the ice. Gahagen with the glove right there again, laying it on the ground to the top of the blue paint. He was down and out.
3S Buffalo got to get above those hash marks. Minnesota trying to kill the clock.
Oh,
knocked
knocked it
out
out
by
of the air.
Sylvester. Matsushima leaving it. Salhaney, 7 seconds to go. Buffalo's got a chance. Matsushima skates out behind the goal. His pass goes by everybody. And 3-ice Minnesota hangs on. Thanks to the heroics of Parker Gahagen. Minnesota wins 3-2, and they will play for the Patrick Cup tonight.
He's got a big butt end to use a whole roll of tape when he, puts that. It looks like a goalie stick at the top.
Here he is, starting things off with a shot against blocked. 6 goals for AJ Vanderbeek. That was third most in 3-ice. He's going to chop it around the boards. Alex Aliardi hustling after it, but it's stolen. Winner of this game facing Minnesota for the championship in 2025. Gordy Green with a wrist shot. That's denied by Cam Johnson, who was being tested earlier, Bob.
Yeah, used Merrick as a screen there, put it right between his wickets and Cam Johnson. And he had a lot of family and friends. He's from around the area.
Wilkins dangling. Oh, he scores! A jaw dropper! Josh Wilkins makes it 1-0, 3-ice Tennessee.
I don't know where he picked that up. We spent 3 years in Providence in this thing here. How about a dangle? Behind the back, a little curl and drag around the defender and in the top shelf to leave everybody swimming.
Josh Wilkins got the Beauty Uni's goal of the week in week number 1. Now one might have been even better. Pass hits a skate, and that'll deflect all the way back into the Tennessee zone. So 3 saves from Cam Johnson at one end, and then a gorgeous play from Josh Wilkins. Put up 58 points in South Carolina, the ECHL last season. Wilkins, 81 games in the American Hockey League. This is Alex Aliardi with speed. He shoots one, and it's stopped by Kyle Kaiser. Also made his 3-ice debut last week. Played very well for a 3-ice New York, New Jersey. Lead pass, 2-on-1. Here comes Green, trying to go backdoor for Watts. Off his stick. Some good hustle.
Keep shooting it, AJ. Keep shooting it.
Vanderbeek's pass intercepted by Combs. Counterattack for New York, New Jersey. Jack Combs, great feed. Watts is in. It goes wide off the backboards, and it's sealed up by Cam Johnson.
Boy, Watts has had some elite opportunities here in this hockey game. He healed one, and that one just went off the end of the blade. He just can't find it right now.
There's a good look at that chance off the backboards. 45 seconds to go in the first half. 6 saves for Cam Johnson for 3-ice Tennessee. Alex Aliardi leaving it for Vanderbeek. Gonna dangle. Vanderbeek pressured, lost it. Good work by Gordy Green. He could come up with the puck. Rolled down to Kaiser. Green, he's gonna reload. He scored 3 goals this season, leading his team along with Alex Kyle. They both had 3. 24 seconds to go in the first half. Gordy Green. Green is in over the line. Little head fake. Nice move. And he draws a penalty. Aliardi on the hook. Delayed call. Would be a penalty shot. 10 seconds ago. No possession for Tennessee, so Green is going to pass over the line. Braden Watts there, 5 seconds left. Dashke, he shoots, that stopping rebound right there. Cam Johnson able to make the save. As time expires.
Goals are at a premium right now, Mersey. There's only one in this game. He only had a few in the other. The goaltending has been beyond belief, really.
All four so far. Played very well. Alex Aliardi off the outside of the post. Aliardi, Fort Wayne, Indiana, plays for the hometown team there in the ECHL. AJ Vanderbeck on his way to Sweden this season. Vanderbeck leaving it. There's Kyle Weiss with a shot that doesn't go. It'll deflect over to the wall. Vanderbeck battling for it. Vanderbeck got jammed up a bit. Now trying to fight his way through. Gonna get the shot off, falling down, and he scores! AJ Vanderbeck! An incredible goal yet again, and it's 2-0, Three Ice Tennessee.
Even John Leclerc can't believe it here right now. Falling down, almost on his knees. He's able to elevate it on the backhand. We've talked about this guy's release on the forehand. Well, what about that shot?
AJ Vanderbeck scored 6 goals in just 2 weeks in the regular season. Here's Jack Combs with a pass. Will McKinnon. He is shielded by Majera. Fires a pass over to Watts in the middle. Combs chops that one wide to Cam Johnson. Johnson with 9 saves so far. Gordy Green in with a drop pass. Didn't get much on it though. Now it's going to be jammed over to the corner. Derek Dashke hustles in after it. It'll squirt back to Watts. Watts at feet to Green. Green dangles into the circle. Gordy Green to the forehand, and he drew a penalty. He will have another penalty shot, and he's trying to get New York, New Jersey on the board.
I think he's got to capitalize here right now. I love the way Green takes the puck to the hoop. You know, he's drawing these fouls against him,
Tennessee
if you will,
and now
he gets that penalty
New York,
shot.
New Jersey penalty shot.
I mean, he's just forcing his way in, protecting the puck with his right leg. You see the stick around his waist.
Gordy Green, whistle sounds, chasers go. He went a little bit too soon. Got to wait till he touches the puck. Ali already jumped the gun there, so they will realign at the blue line. Place the puck at center ice. Gordy Green, big moment in the hockey game here in the second half. Chasers can go now. Gordy Green against Cam Johnson. He skates in, a backhander to the shelf. How about those mitts from Gordy Green? And he gets a huge goal for New York, New Jersey.
Boy, that is a sweet move to the backhand there. As he's moving to his right, he turns the stick over on the backhand and throws it against the grain. Just a beautiful shot.
Gordy Green scores on his second penalty shot of the game. 2-1 is the score. AJ Vanderbeck defended by Kyle. Stopping in behind as he was confronted. Now he hits the deck. Kyle with the good pressure along with McKinnon. On the perimeter. Guarded closely by Vanderbeck. Vanderbeck's open. It's going to be lobbed out of the zone. He'll have to track it down on the left wing. AJ Vanderbeck, another scoring chance. He's in. He scores. This time he buries it. AJ Vanderbeck making it 3-1.
Kaiser put the glove out there, caught part of the webbing, but went in behind him. The goaltender from Coral Creek, and Vanderbilt cashes in there. Right, just prior to that, there was that aerial pass that wouldn't come down out in front, and the play goes the other way.
Vanderbeck with the snipe. Second goal of the game. Back down to Nick Gismondi.
Chip, we were talking about it. You felt good energy off of Vandy yesterday.
Oh, yeah. We were at dinner yesterday. I talked to Vandy for about 20 minutes. Just good energy, positive guy. And he's out here popping 2 goals in a big game right now. So
Gordy Green. They got to score 3. Need at least one more for stop time in the final minute. And that's through Watts. Vanderbeck looking for a hat trick. Watts won the battle, but it's intercepted. Wilkins all the way down.
That's
Puck goes wide.
shot. That's going to be a penalty shot. You can't do that. Not in 3 ice hockey. Well, you can if you want. 30 seconds left and a chance to make it 4-2 here.
That is delaying the game. Icing the puck with the net
New York,
empty.
New Jersey penalty shot.
So it's an automatic penalty and penalty shot with 30 seconds to go.
Add a couple of ticks to the clock here. Then we'll give Green the penalty shot.
All right, Gordy Green already with one penalty shot goal. Green against Johnson, shooting, and Cam Johnson kicks that out coolly. 27 seconds left. Vanderbeek can complete the hat trick. He's got Dashke to beat. He shoots, and that goes wide. Dashke backtracks, but they're running out of time. Dashke to center, worked along to Kyle. He comes flying in. Alex Kyle shoots. Cam Johnson standing tall at the top of the crease yet again. Smerik with the net empty. Jalen Smerik, he shoots it in. 5-1, and that's how it's going to close. 3-Ice Tennessee will play for the Patrick Cup against 3-Ice Minnesota. 12 saves for Cam Johnson. AJ Vanderbeek, a couple of goals, and John LeClair's squad victorious, and they'll play for it all tonight. It all culminates here tonight. What have you thought of the entire season?
You know, I think I saw the greatest save I've ever seen in hockey, period. Certainly in the history of 3-Ice.
For 3-Ice, New York, New Jersey. Nice bank pass to Dashke, 2-on-1 with Green. Dashke delays, he shoots, it's blocked by Sylvester. That's Salhaney, he takes off, dashing his way up to the line. He's gonna delay, Matsushima shoots, Kaiser makes the save.
It's fun to watch.
Cody Sylvester, Matsushima, one-timer. Kaiser sliding to his left. Dalton Skelly over to the corner, it's whacked forward by Dashke to Green. Going wing to wing for Watts on the 2-on-1. Good stick, Palushai.
Good D by a forward there.
You better have it in 3-on-3.
Watts off the iron. No, that one was ticketed.
That was halfway in.
But rings it off the crossbar, and Keith Kincaid there to glove it down. Alex Kyle has always been fun to watch in this league. Kyle, longtime pro. Swerves, looks, gonna feed it down low for Jack Combs. Combs coaching Lindenwood University in the St. Louis area. Combs in front of the backhand, shut down by Kincaid. Combs winds it back to the top for McKinnon. McKinnon, the award winner last night. Larry Murphy, best defensive player of 3-Ice, Will McKinnon. Combs on the doorstep, backhand, and he scores. Wouldn't be denied.
Stuck to it.
The old stick-to-itiveness to battle against Kincaid, and that's tough to do, and he was able to chip it on the backhand over the left pad of Kincaid's. Good job.
Keith cleaned up last night in the awards. We got one more award tonight.
Kyle to McKinnon. Jack Combs. Combs make the spin, leaving it. McKinnon, and on the backhand, Kincaid. So calm in net, and no rebound there.
Everybody's looking for a guy who can stop a puck. If you can stop pucks in this league, you can stop pucks in the National Hockey League. These ones are grade A opportunities, every one of them.
Speaking of, Brian Gibbons, what a move! He just finessed that one wide. Time ticking down. Saucered over to Palushai. Gonna have to really hurry here. He'll run out of time. And our first half is over.
Ty Maravich, tiebreaker.
Yes.
You always bring it together.
That was just for you. That normally
I
would
love
you,
stuff like
that
that.
would be you with the pun usually.
This guy, McKinnon is tripped.
Will McKinnon is going to have a penalty shot here just 10 seconds into the second half. All right, whistle sounds, and it will be a natural defenseman, Will McKinnon. He's really been shining. A slapper, and the save is made by Kincaid. Jack Combs is going to follow up, makes a finesse move. Shot goes wide of the backhand.
Leave it up to the defenseman to take a slap shot
I
on
was
the
thinking the
penalty
same
shot.
thing, yeah. Look at the moves by Matsushima, and that's denied by Kaiser.
They're going to shut him out again?
They met again last week, and it was 3-Ice Buffalo. There's Matt Salahani going bar down. His third goal of the night.
Maybe Chippy had something to do there behind the bench.
Maybe he motivated him a little bit. Woke up the squad.
Well, he talked earlier about the curve on that Salhaney stick. Ironically, Salhaney in the opening faceoff here tonight broke his stick on that opening faceoff, so much for that.
It'll be Jack Combs who surveys the scene. Dished it off to Kyle, makes a nice move. He cuts in and shoots and scores. Alex Kyle They get it back. 2-1 is the score.
Boy, I love that head and shoulders move at the top of the zone there to elude one defender and then go short side on Kincaid. And Danico is pumped behind that bench right now. Beautiful shot after a slippery move up top.
And charging forward will be Watts. Watts along with Gordy Green. Becomes a 2-on-2. Watts, good dropper. Green robbed by Kincaid. Recovers it for New York, New Jersey. They're up 2-1 here in the consolation game.
Penalty.
We got a penalty upcoming as Green was tripped up. All penalties in 3-ice lead to penalty shots. No timed penalties in this league. Gordy Green against Keith Kincaid. Look at the moves. He scores. Oh, he gave him everything. Kincaid got a piece. It looked like not enough. Gordy Green cashes in.
Just trickled across the goal line. Just had enough steam here. Take a look. Yep. He did give him everything. How many times did he cradle that puck back and forth?
Picked off by Matsushima, but turned back over to Combs, and now Kyle. Kyle, spinorama, backhand! Oh!
Savardi and spinorama with the finish. And that might be the one of the night. That is spectacular.
Take a look at it again. The Savardian spinorama from Alex Kyle. Into the final 2 minutes here. 4-1 score. 2 goals for Alex Kyle. Braden Watts, backdoor, the tap in for Green. Second goal of the game for Gordy Green, and Ken Danico's squad running away with this thing, Bob.
Yeah, you know, Buffalo gave it all they had in the initial game and weren't able to get it done.
Palushai looking for a target, still scanning, shooting, deflected off the back glass, rides up off that glass and off the netting. It's going to lead to a breakaway. Kyle, can he make it 3? And what's he going to do? Alice Kyle, the drive, and Kincaid says no. Daschke with a breaker in Green, picked off by Matsushima. 5 seconds left. Matsushima onside now, running out of time. This game comes to a close. Kyle Kaiser attempting one last cartwheel stop. The shot goes off the crossbar. It's a 5-1 final score, so Ken Danico's team ends on a high note. Got the 5-1 victory. We're almost set to go with the Patrick Cup Championship game from Fort Lauderdale. 3-ice Minnesota against 3-ice Tennessee. Here we go, final game of the summer. It is underway for the Patrick Cup title in 2025. Alex Aliardi cutting in with a shot. It gets blocked by Matt Register. He was very quiet and outstanding defensively in the first game. Register's so steady back there for 3-ice Minnesota. Here's Aliardi shooting. Walker gets in the way of that one. And none better than that glove stop on the 2-on-0 on the penalty shot. One of the greatest saves we've ever seen. A.J. Vanderbeck after the turnover, fired across. Ripped on goal, Gehagen with the denial. On the rebound, Walker along with Crone. This is Nolan Walker with speed. Saucered over, Crone! And Johnson made the save.
Well, Crone came cruising down the backside, slapped his stick on the ice, wanted the pass and got it perfectly. What a beautiful save. What a stretch.
Crone taking off again. He'll track it down. Now he's got 2 players to beat. His teammates changing. He shovels it around the boards for Register. Register is there. Got a lot of winners on this team in front. Isaac Johnson, nice move. And he shoots and scores. Isaac Johnson opens the scoring in the Patrick Cup Championship game.
Well, Crone's a big game player. We can see that already. He's dangerous and he's able to find Isaac Johnson. He had enough patience here to walk around Cam Johnson.
Piece goes around and out of the zone. Markov off the stick of Dugan. Wilkins is open. It'll be carried in by Aliardi. Steps a shot on goal. Gehagen with another stop. Then another one. It leaks through, but is rescued by Walker. Nolan Walker chipped it in neutral territory. Minnesota was making a change.
No, I don't know.
Set up. Wilkins a drive. Another deflected puck, and it's off the netting. Back down to the rink.
Boy, they could have called a penalty, Mears. He's sitting on the edge of the bench and playing the puck.
Josh Wilkins faking, hanging on, waiting. Wilkins with Pelton Bice. Dished it off. Ty Pelton Bice. Score! Ty Pelton Bice! And he ties it up for 3-Ice Tennessee.
Showing those good hands, walking the goal line there to get to the front of the net, open up the wickets, and go around the poke check of Gahagan.
That's a tying goal for Ty Pelton Bice in the orange into the offensive zone with Majera. That was knifed away by Crone. Counter-attack on a 2-on-1. Spun over to Walker, back for Crone. Crone toward the net, shut down, getting his arm on. It was Cam Johnson. Tennessee joined by Vanderbeck. Vanderbeck swings it back, Smerig, and that's poke checked away. Off to the races, it's Isaac Johnson looking for his second. He's in, and on the follow-up, he scores! Isaac Johnson makes it 2-1.
Well, you want to talk about elevating your game. Like Isaac Johnson, oh my Lord, was he shot out of a cannon there. He and Crone in this game for Larry Murphy's team Minnesota have been off the charts.
Taking down to the first half. Aliardi looking for one more scoring chance. Good poke check by Dugan. Can he create one going the other way? Jack Dugan got a shoot, and he gets it off the side of the goal. And 3-Ice Minnesota at halftime of our Patrick Cup championship game with a 2-1 lead.
Well, you can see those coaches are nervous. You know they are. They both want to win this thing. Poured their hearts and souls out into this, and the players, I mean, these guys really bond throughout the summer.
Underway in the second half, Patrick Cup championship game. This is A.J. Vanderbeck. Vanderbeck sizing it up. He snaps his shot, did not miss by much.
Goalie stops it. Players got to retreat beyond those hash marks. Give the goaltender a chance to play it.
Isaac Johnson looking for a championship game hat trick. This is Crone to Auk. Drop past Johnson. Johnson stepping. Nice drag move. Got it off.
He did it.
He got it. He did it. Isaac Johnson. The hat trick, and what a way to do it on this stage. Incredible.
Curl, drag, and a fadeaway to the top shelf. Are you kidding me? As you're in the air. He was airbound when he released this shot. Watch. Incredible for the trick.
Wilkins. Majera back in front for Wilkins. And stopped by Gahagan yet again.
Lots of time left here, though. Minnesota's got to get... No, here we go here.
On the intercept, Aliardi with Majera. Aliardi takes it, he shoots. Stopped by Gahagan. Johnson, a championship game hat trick. And a 3-1 lead for 3-Ice Minnesota. Dugan couldn't touch it. Wilkins now into enemy territory. Wilkins over Vanderbeck, a one-timer fought off by Gahagan. Bice. He has a lone goal for 3-Ice Tennessee. Alex Aliardi rushing into the offensive zone. Aliardi makes the move, and he goes flying over top. Couldn't get the shot off. Big collision up against the end boards behind the play. Players slow to get up. Meanwhile, it's Johnson looking for 4. Isaac Johnson, backhander, just wide.
Vanderbeck was shaking his face there. He looks okay.
Ty Pelton Bice delays. Now A.J. Vanderbeck. Vanderbeck with separation.
Goalie's out.
Tried the pass for Smerig. John Leclerc pulling the goaltender. 1:50 on the clock. Here's a setup for Vanderbeck. Angled over to the corner. 4-on-3 advantage for Tennessee. A.J. Vanderbeck. Vanderbeck surveys the scene. Sweeps it over to Ty Pelton Bice. Pelton Bice had that knifed away. Good work by Dugan.
Got to take the shot. You got to take the shot. Break down the D.
90 seconds ago, Smerig, Vanderbeck called for it. A drive, he scores! A.J. Vanderbeck, we got a one-goal game.
Gahagan, he found him deep in his crease and shading over to that short side post, and he was able to ring the register. He just needs that much.
Soft dish over to Vanderbeck. Smerig has it now, and he's got some room. Smerig over to Josh Wilkins. Wilkins, a drive, and that goes wide. Into the final minute. 3-2, 3-Ice Minnesota. A.J. Vanderbeck just made it a one-goal game. Smerig's got a chance. He shoots, denied, rebound, Vanderbeck. Gahagan down, rolls along the end boards, scooped up by Wilkins. And Smerig called for it. He's got the puck. Jalen Smerig, Vanderbeck. A.J. Vanderbeck, nothing there as a turn back. 36 seconds to go in the Patrick Cup championship game. Smerik, the dish from the angle, and that's hacked high by Wilkins. 26 seconds left. Smerik steps toward the middle. The feed over to Vanderbeck, shooting off the glove of Gahagen. Smerik recovers it for Tennessee. Up high, Vanderbeck. Vanderbeck looking for a path to the net. They're running out of time. 8 seconds left. Aliardi is there. He shoots. That's blocked. It's off the glass. Vanderbeck right there. He shoots. Gahagen up against the post, and it's over. 3-ice Minnesota. 3-ice champions. They've reached the mountaintop. They will raise the Patrick Cup.
They had the best goaltender in week 5 in Parker Gahagen out of Army, and he was a brick wall in that net for Minnesota. And in the final, Isaac Johnson with 3 goals, in the third one, perhaps the best of the night.
Well, we got a guy that scored a bunch of goals, a winning goal earlier today and a hat trick today, and it goes to Isaac Johnson.
Isaac Johnson, your Guy Carbonneau playoff MVP. It's an emotional moment, Craigers, and I will help you out with this because it is the first time that we have awarded the Patty Cup in back-to-back moments, and that is because of Larry Murphy.
Larry Murphy's back-to-back coach, but the first time for Team Minnesota, and congratulations, guys. Great job.
Larry Murphy and 3-ice Minnesota Patty Cup champions.